Hey guys, Bob Gardner here from LiberatedWarrior.com. No, LiberateAman.com. I had another website there for a while. Here's the deal. It was a night like this. Out here, dark in the night. This was a couple days ago. I was out doing some martial arts training. We were out in the evening, and almost every class we start by walking around, wandering in circles like this, and doing breathing exercises. Breathing exercises to help figure out how to understand what's going on in our head as we're holding breath and doing some other stuff while walking. So there was a new guy in class, and so he's standing right next to the professor, right next to the instructor, and then there's me. I'm wandering alongside, the instructor's over here, some other people in class behind, and I'm listening as I'm breathing. One step in, one step to breathe out. For a while, then 2 steps to breathe in, then 2 steps to breathe out. And I can explain these kinds of breathing processes some other time too, if any of you are interested, because they're really powerful, simple ways to address some parts of your psyche and your physiology and stuff. So here I am listening. I'm so busy trying to understand and see how this teacher is describing the breathing process and describing what it's for, that like my mind is caught up. Well, we were in a roundabout, so we're like wandering around, and there's like this gap between me, 20 feet on the other side, and in the middle of the roundabout is this tree and a median and a planter. I finally got to the point where I was on the other side, and I was so busy straining to hear the way that he was talking that I was kind of like only half paying attention to my body. And at that point in time, something inside of me snapped. And it said pretty much this. It was like a voice in my head, and it simply said, "No amount of information is going to get you better at this, Bob. How about you actually start paying attention to what's going on inside your body and underneath your skin?" And at that moment, what happened was like all of my awareness snapped into my system. I started to feel my breath all the way on the inside. I started to feel the volume of my torso and my trunk as I was walking. Started to feel like what was going on in my nervous system and in other areas as I was walking by cars and trees and other people. And some things started to click in terms of me being experientially aware of what it means to walk and move in the world. Now, this is a minor thing. Very minor thing, but this is a place that I had been reaching to arrive at for some time. This little shift is a shift that I needed to make in every other area of my life. It's a shift that I've had to make. And the thing is like I'm looking for something, and my particular approach to finding an answer is go read a book on it. Go find a coach, go listen to somebody, go consume content. This is the go-to method of the business world these days. They listen to a podcast. You just have information coming at you all the time. Well, let me tell you something. No amount of information is going to make this happen inside of your own skin. How about you stop consuming information for a moment and pay attention to what's going on right here, right now? That's the only way your awareness, your experience, and your consciousness is going to shift. Inside of my business, that's something that always has to happen. Inside of my marriage, that's something that always has to happen. I can listen to people tell me about how to be a good husband, or I can show up and actually be one. Not good, not bad, but be there, and all of a sudden things shift. It's not like I was breathing better or worse than I was before. It was that my awareness changed, and so my consciousness changed, and my capacity to do things inside of that breathing exercises was enormous. But it was like 10 times more than it was before, simply because I decided to show up and be present. So it's a brief message today. If you're dealing with addiction, if you're dealing with some compulsive behavior, or if life just sucks right now, guess what? No amount of information is going to make the difference. Sometimes it's useful. It sparks some thoughts and ideas. But what will make a difference is taking your brain from outside out there that's wandering around searching for an answer and showing up to get real and present with what is real right now inside of your life. Starting to see it for what it really is. And then all of a sudden discovering that there are 10 times as many options as you ever had before, because now you're here. Now you're aware of it, and you've stopped trying to avoid what's going on, and you've just faced it. So brief message today. Hopefully it strikes a chord.